Hey everyone, my name is Osama and I'll be presenting and demonstrating my project, Thunorheim Chronicles. Thunorheim Chronicles is a persistent memory narrative RPG simulation powered by 4 cooperating agents running on Azure AI Foundry. I'll be spending about 30 seconds explaining the architecture, then we move on to a live demonstration. So the problem with long-running AI RPG games is that they usually break in one of 4 ways. They forget earlier events, they soften up consequences to please the player, rules become inconsistent, and the world state disappears between chats/sessions. These aren't really model problems, they're architecture problems. This system aims to avoid these issues by using these 4 agents. The DM agent coordinates everything, while the other 3 specialize, and every change goes through a single source of truth. Each of these components has their clear responsibilities. So the first agent we'll be talking about is the DM agent. It orchestrates the experience and narrates the world. It also enforces the boundary that players control their characters, not the world, preventing player overreach. Next, we have the resolution agent, which handles the game logic. This system is unique in that it does not rely on dice roll to decide outcomes. Instead, the resolution agent uses a 7 bucket rule categories, which is a 7 bucket rule categories, and applies them alongside the logical reasoning of the model to produce outcomes. It's specifically designed to introduce realism and to avoid bending the outcomes to the player's benefit. Next, we have the NPC agent. This agent is tasked with voicing and maintaining the consistency of NPCs. It directly uses Foundry IQ to ensure NPCs are consistent at all times. Finally, we have the world state. The world state layer is pure Python and not powered by an AI model. It validates every change and commits each turn atomically. This is the part that ensures persistent memory. Now I will be explaining how everything works. So every player action becomes a single transaction: root, resolve, commit, or narrate. 3 agents run on Azure AI Foundry, grounded by Foundry IQ, while the world state system keeps everything consistent. We tested this pipeline with a 75 turn campaign and verified that saving and reloading mid-game restored the exact same state. Let me show you that live. So this brings us to the actual UI. You have the title over here, Thunorheim. And then you have 2 options, new game and continue. New game creates a new state file, while continue continues from the last state file. Yeah, so for this example, I'm going to be creating a new game. This brings us to the character creation screen, which you can type a name and then you can choose between one of 4 classes. You have Warden, Runescribe, Shroud, and Thorn Warden. I'm going to choose Warden for this. Now this brings us to the actual UI. You have the chat interface over here. This is where the player input goes. And then this sidebar contains a few information. You have, first of all, the player information, and the recruit is the rank, and then you have the XP to the next rank. You have the condition of the player, have health and energy, and it also shows the current location. You have inventory, which shows what's with the player's inventory. And then you have standing, which shows the reputation of the player with other certain world parties, like, for example, the Warden skill. So we arrive in Greyhound, the last town before the Blight. I'm going to enter a prompt in order to show an example. It's going to take a while to create the first response. There we go. So this single action of writing this prompt triggered the entire pipeline. And if you scroll down here, you can see that active quest was added, which means that we triggered the active quest, the shattered seal with what we did. And we have 2 more areas: people met and agents from the last turn. Agents from the last turn basically it shows what agents participated in the last turn. You have the DM, which routed the request, the NPC agent, which retrieved Man Ashfield's profile. You have the resolution agent, which determined the outcome, the NPC agent, which rendered her response, and the DM agent who narrated the final result. So this one also people met, which shows Man Ashfeld, which is the character, the bartender that we spoke to, and this one is actually the disposition score. The relationship has been stored in world state. Now I'm going to show you the persistence. If we reload the website, it's going to take us back to the title screen. Now if we press continue, recalling the details so far, it brings us back to exactly where we left off. You can see this by seeing over here, people met, Marin Ashfield. If we started a new game, then this wouldn't be there. I hope you like what I created, and thank you.